Hey creators, it's Adam, one of the co-founders of iBuildInfluence, and today we're going to have a quick peek at the content pipeline. Now, the whole point of this is think about it as a Kanban, as a list of all of your content, right from ideation all the way through to go live. So why is this useful? This is really useful because it puts all of your content ideas all in the one spot. So rather than sort of post-it notes, rather than whiteboards or stuff written in Google Keep or different notepads or what have you, it puts everything all in the one spot. You can list out all your ideas really, really simply. It's really easy to capture that new idea that you were thinking about. You can just jot it down in here, save it, and then as the video progresses or the content progresses, you can expand out that detail. And then the intent is that it's a pipeline, right? So all of your bits and pieces are in here. You may have a few things, videos that you've got your script done for, but then you're waiting in here and waiting for the product to actually arrive. You know, may have a couple sitting here filmed, but waiting in the editing queue, that kind of stuff. So overall, it sort of moves you away from that sort of everything everywhere kind of mentality and gets really structured by having everything in its column, in its different stages, so you know where everything's at all times, and then helps you progress and not sort of lose anything, even down to the point where it'll give you reminders that, hey, something's stuck in the pipeline and needs some help to keep it moving, keep the pipeline moving, ultimately to releasing more content. Let me step you through it. So this is in your My Build Consistency tab here, and that's it right there, right off the top. So if we have a look at it and what it looks like, you can see that we've got some demo data in here. I personally use this for my own content creator business that I run and my own channels. This is some demo data, but you can see in here that we have a bunch of different columns. We've got everything from idea, script, procurement, filming, editing, SEO, and then go live. And then how this works, we've got some dummy content. You basically create a card in here for all those ideas. So as you're thinking through, oh, I've got to make that video on whatever, you would, my great new video idea. That sits in here. You can put a bunch of notes in here, what type of video it is, whether maybe it's a short or a reel, but maybe it's long form. Let's go with that. So it's on YouTube. We can set a priority mode on this, even propose go live, and even attachments. So you could load in there things like scripts, that kind of stuff, even contracts if it was a brand deal. You go add content and there it is, actually down there it is there. So then all you need to be doing is, as you work through the content creation pipeline, that's exactly what you're doing. You're creating a pipeline. You can see that it's literally just a drag and drop all the way through. And then as you can move through, you can see that as we're at script stage here, you can now start using some of the other tools in the platform. And in this case, you might need, okay, give me some ideas around what sort of hook I can create for this bit of content. And bam, it takes us across into Hook Lab. In here, this is where it'll dump in all the details that was already in the card automatically. Obviously, if it was a little more specific to the type of video, then we would go generate hooks, and it will give you a range of different options that you can then link back to that particular card. So say we've then got our script, maybe you use really in-depth scripts, maybe not. If you do, that's where you could actually add that in there. So the script's built in and then attached to the card as you then progress it through. We then move across to procurement. This is where maybe if there's a product involved, you're waiting for that to turn up or something like that. You'd leave it in that stage there. Next is the actual filming. So we move through into filming the actual video, through into the edit, and then into our SEO. And the great thing about this is, particularly for your longer form content, this is where it gives you a list based on what that is. You can click on that. It would take you through to the launch protocol. And then once if it was a real bit of content, you would see a big list in here that literally is a checklist of everything that you really need to be doing from an SEO standpoint, everything from your titles, your thumbnails, the tags in the video, and all of that sort of good stuff would be listed in there for you. So you can literally tick through it so you're not forgetting everything. Next is going across into our go live. In this case, we've said, yep, let's skip the launch protocol and then through to our completed go live. The best part, the best time of a creator's life is when you go live, and then we can even mark as published. It would then save all of those publishers into an overall bucket to take it out of your pipeline. Well, creators, that's all for this particular little how-to guide. As always, you can go up into the top right corner here. You can click the little question mark there. It'll give you an overview of all of the features that exist on iBuildInfluence. If you're looking for more overviews of other features that exist on iBuildInfluence, you can check out any of our socials where you can see the whole lot all in one spot, or check out iBuildInfluence.com.